Hello, my name is Adrian Greatsark, and for my leadership presentation, I chose Arnold Schwarzenegger. Um, the reason I chose him is because he's been through many career paths, uh, bodybuilding, becoming the best, becoming one of the biggest actors, and then what he's doing now as a politician in California. And I just think that he is, in my eyes, a great leader and has done lots of things to prove that. So to start things off, let's talk about Arnold's story and what he's accomplished throughout his career. He was born in Austria in 1947, and in his early career, he became the youth bodybuilding champion. He then went on to win the Mr. Olympia title 7 times in a row, which, for some context, the Mr. Olympia is the best of the best bodybuilding. Um, After this, he transitioned into acting, where he starred in major movie roles such as The Terminator and The Predator. Um, this is huge because these were at the time and still to today huge movies that everyone knows and talks about. After he was done acting, he decided to transition into politics, where he actually managed to win and become governor of California, where he served 2 terms. Um, Arnold still to today has is involved as a public figure with events, organizations, kind of. He's still active till today. Moving on, what are Arnold's strengths and weaknesses? So for his strengths, Arnold is definitely a very charismatic and likable person. With all the interviews and videos, etc., that I've seen about Arnold behind the scenes, it always seems like people are just attracted to him. He's a very likable person. He just gives off very good energy. Another point is that he's very adaptable. As we can see by his 3 completely different careers, bodybuilding, acting, and politics, he can adapt to environments and careers. The third point is that he's definitely very, he has a lot of drive, a lot of ambition because whatever he does, he becomes the best at it. Bodybuilding, he became the champion of the world. Acting, he became one of the best actors of all time. Politics, he became a governor, which is not easy to do. So for his weaknesses, he gets involved with controversies, because I mean I think it's inevitable though if you're a politician to get caught up in some kind of controversy. Um, just sometimes when he goes into things, he has a lack of experience, but again, that's with anything. If you're going into something new like he does, you're gonna have a lack of experience. You need to learn, but it always seems that Arnold really puts his time and energy to get good at what he's doing, and that's what I like about him so much. Okay, so we're about halfway through our presentation, so I think I'll throw in a trivia question. Um, what is the first movie that Arnold was involved in? So he's had plenty of movies throughout his career, and he starred in many mainstream big movies, but what was his first debut movie? I'll reveal the answer later in the presentation. So why did I pick Arnold for this presentation and why do I like him so much? Well, for a number of reasons. First of all, I like how he's a very charismatic and just good energy person. Whenever I watch behind the scenes or just clips of him, he just seems like a very caring guy who you can really just get along with because he just has something special about him. Another point is that he's very driven. As you can see with all his accomplishments, everything he does, he becomes one of the best at. And that's very respectable and very like something that I want to would like to like and I do incorporate in my life. Um, Also, I relate to Arnold. I'm also a bodybuilder And seeing him and the way that he trains, the way that he's very consistent and kind of just the way he acts, it's something that I look up to and is someone that I want to be more like as I get older and more mature. And yeah, I just think that he's a special human and that what he's done in his life is definitely something that I would like to also kind of strive for. So, what really makes Arnold special? I think that I kind of touched upon this earlier in the slide, but I kind of just want to group it all together. Um, so first of all, just his discipline, just his ability to really give it his all and kind of be focused on what he's working towards. Second off, his charisma. I really think that his charismatic and his just good energy person causes him to be attractive and liked by people and is why people listen to him, why they respect him, why they want to see him, why all this good stuff happens to him because he just has that special something. And one more point is that um he makes the people around him look good. And I think this is very important for a leadership position. I watched a behind the scenes of The Predator, and the other actors would always say how they love Arnold, how everyone loves Arnold. They would always mention how Arnold, he wouldn't put the attention on himself. He would try and make the people around him look good and kind of raise the people around him. And I think that all of these traits kind of brought him to where he was and allowed him to get where he did. Okay, with the presentation coming to an end, I have the answer to the trivia question that I asked. So, what was Arnold's first movie that he played a role in? And the answer is Hercules, which kind of makes sense because of his body, so good for him. Um, but overall, this was my presentation about someone who I think is a great leader, especially in my eyes. I think Arnold is a great leader, just again with everything that I mentioned before, that he just has all the qualities of a great leader, and he's definitely an inspiration, not only me, but to many other people. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.